Hello, long time no talk, again. I'm so sorry, I was supposed to post this during the weekends like I said, but I wasn't feeling really too well. I wanted to edit some details in the video, so I was hesitant to post it. To tell you what happened, I was finishing an investigatory paper, and I had a severe, really painful headache, to the point that I had a hard time sleeping. Okay, to make it up to you guys, I'll give you a gift. Expect something after I post this, not like after I post. But like a few hours? Okay, I am too noisy. For this video. Thank you so much for your patience. I'll make sure to handle my time well, and not—
Like, mate, stop procrastinating.
Please, remember.
My name is Brenda, and today I'm going to teach you how to cook rice.
I do not claim to be a professional dancer, nor I am one, to boot. I just trained for years and gained knowledge during the course of it. Though, I had experiences of training in one of the most renowned head coach for Mega Cruise. They placed first in hip-hop internationals and World of Dance. The rankings are based on their overall execution. I make sure that I judge solely based on technicality, and I try to explain how I derived the jury of such.
바다에 흘러가는 대로, 흐름에 흘러가는 대로 그냥 자유롭게 살고 싶어.
전기가 엄청 아프대요. 해파리 전기.
저기요, 그 해파리
피해 끼치지 말라고.
해파리는요.
그죠? 인간한테 피해 끼치는
그 해파리가 독이 있는 해파리가 있고.
너무 좋아. Hi.
Every dancer has a different training regimen. Therefore, it is normal for other dancers to disagree with my opinions. Are you guys? You may disagree, regardless of you doing the sport or not. Just reminder, by the poll, I chose dance practice. However, I regarded both dance videos. Yay, let the analysis commence.
Hey girl, take you home tonight. Take you home tonight. Oh yeah. 네가 나타났어 내게 무관심인 척 아닌 척한 게 그래 네 말은 그래 내게는 빛을 줬다가 다 보이는 네 속마음은 그래 Oh yeah I wanna take you to my house It's alright 우리 집으로 가자 It's alright 다른 아무도 모르게 조금 뛰어들어가겠어 너를 기다리고 있을게 It's alright 우리 집으로 가자 I wanna take you to my house 날 따라와 시끄러운 곳을 아무도 몰래 빠져나가 나쁜 맘은 앞서를 조금 더 깊이 알고 싶어 그 아주 부드러운 음악 선보아 헤매고 싶어 눈빛과 몸짓 나 네가 하는 말도 다 빨라 I know you want me to 말을 숨기지 마 You know I want you to You don't wanna waste your time It's alright 우리 집으로 가자 우리 집으로 It's alright
Yay, we're done. Now for the rankings. Please, remember, this is based on my house only. This does not mean their overall dance capabilities. Every person and dancer has their own style in dancing, so please, remember, you may disagree with me, it's fine. I understand. But please, remember to be respectful with your comments. I am instigating a safe and democratic platform for you guys. The rankings are completely messed up because, wow, this is really not Stray Kids style. To start, 8. This baby really improved a lot. I mean it. Yes, I may place him last in almost all of my analysis videos, but that does not impose he's a bad dancer. In an environment when most members are well versed with dancing, it's really hard to stand out. But this baby proved that training, practice, and hard work can make you better. If this was not based on technicality, then I would have placed him on a higher rank. Okay, the reason why he's last is because, during the performance, he was often early by a beat. His movements were also quite stiff in both the practice and live. For me, it lacked the fluidity of taking someone home, haha. The levels were also not that placed well, but I would like to commend his emphasis on footwork, really splendid job. He was able to heighten the soft jumps of segments. That is really refreshing to see. 7th. Oh gosh. Felix. I'm so sorry. I'll try to explain. Okay, so the reason why I chose him as 7th is because, although Felix had more fluidity to his steps, he lacked the essence of the choreography, which was groove. That's why, if you have noticed, most of my notes were about groove in the video. I think what happened with his execution, in both the practice and live, was that he was finding a way, or like a step for him to express himself in his style. I have nothing against personal styles. I find it actually amusing that younger people are starting to develop their own attack in a choreo. But you also have to tone it down, whatever concept you're trying to portray. That's why in the first part, where they half kneel, his establishment was strong and defined, but the following steps lacked because it was predominantly fluid and groovy. His height and jumps were also great, and I love that because others take that time to breathe, so the instances that they loose grip of the step, whereas Felix did not. That was commendable. 6th. Bang Chan. Yes. I am fully aware that he stole our hearts last March 23, 2020, when he released a dance cover of this song. That was absolutely gorgeous. But, now that Stray Kids covered it, the tables have turned. Ha 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 ha. I guess, Chan's dance ability is average? Please. I don't mean it in a bad way. He excels in everything, also in dancing. His technicalities are all present, to be honest. However, I think his range and thirst are lacking. I know Chan isn't the type to be like that, but dance-wise, he needs to sorta have that greed to be present. I placed him 6th because it all felt neutral. I mean, yeah, he definitely looked hot, but in the dancing side, there's nothing special. I don't mean it in a bad way. He was more on time, and he was savoring the steps better. He also showed good ranges and groove. However, his movements were not that wide. Yes. 5th. Yes. Hyunjin. I'm so sorry again. I know. Hyunjin is one of the main dancers in Stray Kids. He excels in fluidity, so why place him low? Do you have eyes? Are you dumb? But I cannot lie. I stand for truth, especially with my thoughts. I chose him 5th because his overall execution lacked intent or conviction. Yes, he was very fluid, but some of his movements were sorta stiff, or was not that full and evident. I mean, to give the benefit of the doubt, there's not much exposure to Hyunjin because he was always derigned from center. Oh, derigned is directly behind center. Anyway, with that, I cannot exactly see his full movements. However, I did watch intently in the practice and live videos, and I, without a doubt, will not be taking back what I said. Not gonna lie, I think Hyunjin would suit lyrical dances better, or dances of or by Kai from EXO. They both ooze with charisma and appeal, plus both are amazing dancers. If I were to be honest, Hyunjin lacks groove. Sometimes, he is too focused in incorporating his style to the choreo. Like I said earlier, I have nothing against it, but based from experience, when a choreo calls for sharp, do it sharp. For femme, do it with absolute empowerment and femininity. For hip-hop, do it with the intent to groove from head to toe. If you rewatch the videos again, try to observe. Sometimes, it just feels out of place. I am judging with technicalities, so if one does not fit, it automatically comes out wrong. Please try to understand. I love him though. I miss him too. We miss him. I hope he's fine. 4th. Seungmin. Yay. This man is just too good. It was actually a tough decision to decide on what ranking I should place him. His movements were very sharp and evident. His groove was also present. It actually got better because it now feels more bouncy and light. It now comes as natural and fun. I think he's the closest to Minho in terms of dancing, like father and son? Seungmin just lacks to fluidity in executing his dances. There's still the stiffness in his dances. Sometimes, his stance also is not that well. I ranked him 4th because his groove was not entirely present in the choreo. 3rd. Han. Yes. This man's groove and musicality in the piece was so well put and executed. Some may bicker that this is not technicalities. But wait. I'm not yet done, honey. Okay, His technicalities were very much present in the choreo, especially the needed groove and fluidity. His levels were also nice. Particularly in the chorus, nicely done. I don't anymore know what to say. But, I'll give you this. While he possessed all the needed technicalities for the choreo, there is a discrepancy with his practice and live. While watching both versions, I noticed that Stray Kids' live performance was better, but there are some instances that Han was slightly a bit fast than the rest. Although he's not the smallest, his height affected his execution. Second, oh my god. I told you guys, Changbin is a great dancer. While I didn't see much to his practice version because they were probably tired and cleaning of segments still needs to be done, you can already sense that he got the true meaning of the choreography. It felt natural and suave. This is due to his fluidity and groove. It was so well combined in the execution. It was so palpable. I'm so happy that Changbin did not let this choreo go away. It really suited his style, plus his technicalities fit the requirements of the choreo. I just think that there are segments in the choreo that we loosened his grip. So sometimes, he wouldn't do the levels or range. Okay, last but not the least. First is Minho. Dang. Is someone gonna get pressed again? Okay, I chose Minho as first because as usual, this man knows what he gotta do in dancing. Groove was so on point, plus his levels? Nice. The fluidity was also very evident. He savored the choreo really well that encapsulated 2PM's essence of the song. I appreciate how diligent he is in making sure the details of the dance are met, plus the discipline it requires for his body to always remember his technicalities and style. The only problem I have, probably two? First, the shoes he wore during the dance practice. I'm not really sure if they were given the liberty to choose whatever they desired to wear, but dancing in a sorta chunky rib-eye Doc Martens boots is not so smart. The shoes are quite heavy, plus they hurt your feet if you're not used to it. I guess he slightly stumbled on his footwork. I mean, it wasn't entirely his fault. Yes. Another. I personally believe Minho doesn't lack torso control, especially his chest. His torso isolations are pretty good and very fluid. It's just the right groove you'd expect from a hip-hop centered dancer. However, he lacks pelvic to thigh action. Sometimes, I feel that his pelvic area is not that evident compared to Hyunjin, and the lower extremities lack action of some sort. Yup. So that's about it. Oh, I also regarded this one. I cannot exactly pinpoint whoever member they have represented, but most Stray Kids members had Junho's technique and the suave of Jun K. If you watch it, the difference is actually wide. Why? 2 points. First, the overall feel and impression were quite different. This is not technicalities anymore, but, watching Stray Kids and 2PM had individual auras. Considering the age, undeniably, 2PM gave a more sophisticated and mature vibe to the song. Well, I mean, it is their song. It felt more intimate and playful. Whereas, Stray Kids felt like young adults that shifted from pure to hot. Like that? I don't know if it makes sense, but I guess, 2PM comes with experience, while Stray Kids does not. Second, while 2PM had the overall vibe of the song, Stray Kids, without bias, danced it better. The isolations of the pelvis and body waves were better and more fluid. The levels were also met. That's that. Hee. I know for a fact Woo Ying is the main dancer, but his execution was very street-style hip-hop that Stray Kids did not portray. Taekyun was good, but also quite stiff in some points. Then, Nick Hun was average and just right. Chansing was also nice, but some of his levels were awkward and stiff as well. Overall, I cannot exactly judge them because their focus is not anymore with being an idol. And 2PM is more than dancing. Yes. Hope you enjoyed this one. Stay tuned for the update. I love you all.